Hello and a beautiful morning to you, my fellow Keshite citizens here in Altis and anyone joining us from the mainland. This is Kostas Maradi reporting live from the KFN studio in Kavala. And what a beautiful morning it is indeed. Sadly, we are not here to bring you news about the weather this morning. I wish it were not the case, but I must bring you news about unrest to our north. The Pelopian armed forces have been seen performing large-scale military exercises on the western plains of the Pelopian Federation. The recent series of military training activities suggest the Pelopians are preparing for war. And who else would they go to war against but us? As I'm sure many of you know, the Pelopians want this island back, because this beautiful island wasn't always ours. 20 years ago the Pelopo Federation was in chaos. The Antinous revolt had severely crippled the Pelopo Federation's ability to provide the citizens with the safety and stability they deserved. Our great federation saw this happening so close to its borders and decided to step in. So they seized this island to return normality to its people, who welcomed us with open arms. 20 years later still the Pelopo Federation wants back the island they could not provide for. However, in those 20 years many things have changed. Many of the grateful citizens of this beautiful island have learned the Keshite language and many more have become proud Keshite patriots. It is clear that Altis is now an integral part of the Keshite Federation and no longer a part of the Pelopo Federation. However, the news is not all bad. Leaked footage from the exercises show that the Pelopian armed forces are a chaotic force, with an incompetent and cowardly command, corruption and internal division reign among them. For example, here we see a squad leader cowering behind a vehicle while his men are involved in a friendly fire incident.
Blue, how are you guys doing?
We are doing alright, but we are getting shot in the rear from your positions sometimes, so please stop.
Even worse, here we see a soldier being wounded by a negligent discharge.
One person leaving on blue and one person leaving on red, then... they just getting kind of small.
Oh, sorry. Okay, take your time as a sense of discharge. I'm counting, buddy.
I only hit someone once, so that's the other one that counts.
We also see the Pelopian armed forces spraying wildly over long distances. Perhaps the most damning part of the footage is the behavior of Corporal Nikos Knatotonoulos, a known Antinous supporter. With the need for competent military personnel, he was allowed to remain in the armed forces. However, his behavior shows him clearly not loyal to the regime, destroying cultural heritage, embezzling weapons and allegedly smuggling them to insurgents who share his anti-government views. We will show you some of the footage here.
Hey, no looting.
Nope. I'm just checking for documents. There.
Sure. Alright.
Whatever you do, do not look at our vehicle.
Green team's
that's
ready.
blue team's vehicle, right?
I think CB
That's the wrong channel.
Green team's ready to move out.
Why do you have
What do you
two
think?
RPG 20...
Red team's ready to move out.
These are for inspection.
It's inspection.
Yes.
Nobody seemed to care where I got it when we were clearing the building.
But I will show you the mortar cup before you leave.
The mortar cup.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Are you smuggling weapons to insurgents over here?
Alan. Alright, blue team, let's get to the vehicle. Pronto.
Roughly where it was.
We need to get there before the squad leader finds out what the hell we have stored in that thing. Run.
Again, as legal representation, do not talk about what may or may not be in the car.
We got engaged from the town of Sierra and then also from the west at the harbor. We are currently held up in a demolished church. It was demolished when we got here, not only enough.
All this should of course come as no surprise given the Pelopo Federation's unstable past. You can therefore rest assured that you are guarded by a far more competent and honorable force, the Great Kashim Armed Forces. Please enjoy the rest of your day and go to sleep tonight knowing that the KAF will protect you, your home, your family and your beloved Federation. This was Kostas Maradi, live from the Keshite Federal News Studio in Kavala. Until next time.